Hi friends. Today we will be discussing that how to teach colors to your children early into the stages. I have already discussed in my couple of videos the importance of the posters. So I had a set of posters of marker from Amazon where I got all the colors, shapes, numbers and alphabets. So I was going through the colors poster daily once in the morning and in the evening to register that. The major importance of the poster early into the stages is that the child focus is not for more. Now for example, I have to cover this colors book. It will take a lot of time for me to cover this book and even this book for that sake. So but the posters is like, you can cover all the colors very quick and fast. Within 1 to 2 minutes I can tell her the complete poster and then I can ask her repeat it again and again. So repetition is the key. They will be learning more and more with how much time we repeat. So that is very easy with small children. So posters is very important. And after that, once you have done the posters in the morning and evening, you used to revise. I used to revise that. So every day I just as soon as I used to wake up, and my daughter used to get wake up, then the first thing I used to do is revise the posters, because she is having that much of time and energy at that point of time and focus. So she will tell me all the the colors, shapes, whatever I'm asking her to point to, because at that point of time, like 9 to 10 months, she was not in a situation where she can tell verbally, but she was pointing to the colors. Not all the colors, she used to get confused also between that, but then she was trying. Specifically for the colors, she got confused between few colors even till 2 years, like almost by the 2 years she was telling all her colors correctly. But we have started that early. So I used to tell her the colors from the posters, and then I used to have these books, and then I used to tell her the colors through these also. So whatever was there in her poster, the same colors are there in this too. So, and I also used to have books like this. It's a flap book where we are having a lot of colors. So one page is like they will be focusing all the objects within the flaps of that color, and then there are anyway so many colors. So you can say, okay, the drawer or the door. The door is blue. The drawer is blue. The door is green. Any other aspects of that, the table, the dog, what is the color of the hair of the girl, so on. And so we can revise the colors like this. And then I had a toy which I have already discussed in my shape video. So this is not only for shape, but I also can help us revising the colors. So they are having a lot of colors, so we can always tell, okay, that what is the color, what is the color of this, what is the color of this. So that way it will be registered. And then if they are getting into blocks, then you have so many colorful blocks. So try to reuse whatever you have. Don't buy more and more. So whatever you have now, for example, for I'm having the blocks, then I can always tell her that, okay, this is yellow, green, purple, blue, so things like that. She was having she was using the blocks for the colors, and we were also using flashcards. So this one I have prepared. I was having one from play school. I have bought a set of 4 from Amazon, but later I have realized that these were cheaper in the dollar store. So yeah, lessons learned. But then I have made like I got into this lamination and understanding at some point of time, like almost by 1 year, when she was 1 year, then I have started taking the printouts and created flashcards of my own. So there are sites available where we can just download the content and take the printout and laminate the sheets, the colored printout sheets, and cut those and put that in a ring like this, which I have got from Amazon. So everything like lamination sheets, my punching machine, the punch to punch out these sheets, and then even those pins come from Amazon. And then so once I've started doing this, then I have even extended the idea to my other $1 this thing, because if you see, the flashcards without rings are fine, but with rings are like very costly. So the same thing will become a lot more costlier, like $10, $20 for just one set. So yes, so this is like your $1 or $2 flashcard with the ring, solving the purpose. So I have then shifted all my flashcards with the rings and created that, because it's handy for us to tell them, and it is also easy to store also. So all of the flashcards you can put in the rings, so that it is easy for us to organize and plan. In addition to that, I had some Velcro based lamination sheets. So these were the major colors. So I used to give her exercises of sorting basically initially with these sheets. So I used to have 4 colors, 1 2 3 4. So this also I have downloaded on the net for my personal use. They are having terms of use, so it's only for our children. So yes, so I didn't thought any importance of creating something of my own if it's already available. So I wanted to utilize that and save my time. So this is like, for example, lemon banana pencil. So I first used to give her one-on-one that okay, this color, this color. Then I started mixing 2 colors. I used to take all this 4 and all these 4 out, and I used to tell her, okay, this is yellow, which one has to go in the yellow, and she used to place that accordingly, the yellow and the orange. Similarly, these two colors also. Then at one point of time I was mixing all the 3 sheets and then 4 sheets, and she was able to put all of that accordingly. So but then this is not cluttered, this is a big information, and she was able to do it accordingly. She will come to a point where she was able to take all of that, and then she understood that okay, green has to go in the green and the red has to go in the red, and yellow and orange accordingly. So once I've started with this one, then I wanted to go into a more complex one. So then for that I have this kind of printable where I have like 3 colors in one sheet itself, and then she have these objects. So she need to sort it accordingly and place those accordingly like this. And then they are having a lot of colors like red, yellow, blue, green, orange, purple, and pink, brown, blue. These are the colors which are pretty much there in her poster, so she knows that. So yes, so as I mentioned in my other videos also, I just don't overdo these laminations. So you don't really need lamination for everything. And then there will be other activities which you can do, like I told, the blocks with the colors, the toys like the shapes one which you can reuse. And then I had some other toys which I was doing for the color sorting activity. So I was having these buttons. So these buttons which are like having some shapes also. So then I used to put these on the colors, like 1 color each. If I'm putting for example this, so it's 1 color each, and then she can sort down on the basis of the colors. Similarly, these pins also can be reused for sorting on the colors, and even these pins you can use for sorting on the colors. What color it is, then can you sort. So whatever is available, you can create an exercise of your own and give them to do it. You can always have some color, like ask her to do colors. I have introduced colors, all type of colors, very early, like by 7 to 9 months. I have introduced her colors like crayons or so, but she was not doing it more. But 9 months, from 9 months she have started doing a lot. And we used jumbo crayons like this, so it is easy for them to grip. But definitely make sure that you are there at that time when she is trying to scribble. She used to make circles and lines, and then at the time you have to be there, because they generally try to take this in the mouth. And also the colors like this with a broad, so Crayola broadline markers or any other brand for that sake, but then these has to be broad for them, for their usage. And in addition to that, since we are not having much of the printables, then we can always tell from the books like this. For example, red. Okay, can you find all the objects of the red color? Red. So she's yet not into writing of the alphabets, but then this is how we'll be using. Okay, what are red, what is green, what is the color of this, this. So there are a lot many, objects of different color. What is this color? And then slowly you come to a point. What is like, point the objects which are blue. Okay, and then but also ask her like, what is the color of this, what is the color of this. So it's a lot of exercise which which we can go through, depending on the type of book. So this book, and then I had this book for the shapes and the colors. So they are having, it's a very good book. Yeah, so it gives you the color. You can actually color it and then pick it. All these objects you can tell, what is orange, what is red, green, yellow, point what it is. So these type of exercises, for these type of things, you really don't need printable. You can do just like that, like reuse your books as much as possible. Don't try to get into laminated printables for each and everything. So books are there for that. And then I had this colors sticker book. She's very crazy about that. And then we have started doing these kind of books like at 2 years of her age, and she was pretty much doing that on her own. The only thing is sometimes the stickers will not come out that easily. I will just take out the sticker and she'll be able to stick it. So yeah, so that's the only thing, but she was doing that on her own. She have done pretty much lines and scribbling like that. Yeah, we have thoroughly enjoyed this book. The other books I have yet not started because it is more of writing also. So yes, so for example, this book also, colors, write and wipe workbook. We are having this also I got from a dollar store. It's Sesame Street, and then a lot many vibrant colors. So you can ask her, okay, what is green? What all are green? What all are yellow? What is red and what is blue? So all of these will give you exercises already. So you need not invest for these pages to get a laminated thing. It's a lot of cost involved, and your efforts are also involved. So all of that are saved for exercises like this. You can convert your books into question answers mode, and then give also them some sheets to color. And then ask her, okay, when you're giving, then initially then give that, okay, this is yellow, this is red, this is orange. And when she's drawing also, try to give one color at a time so that they register more and more. So that once they complete the picture, a shape or so. Initially I've started with the animals pictures and the shapes. So she was crazy about animals, so I used to even print birds, alligator or so. So like for example, a green color alligator. So yeah, so she used to color on those animals so with the crayons, and I used to ask her, okay, what is the color? So slowly steadily eventually it got registered and she was fine with it. If you're having toys like this which is on the construction, it also helps into the stacking, balancing practice, in addition to the blocks. If you're having toys like this, then it also helps not only with the shapes but also with the colors, because they are having a lot many objects with the colors. So what color is this, what color is this? So you can take the objects and then ask the colors. So it's helpful in that term. And I've also told you earlier also, like for example, these. So this is like a cylinder, you know, instead of circle. And we can also tell them, okay, this is big and this is small. So there are many things to learn from this toy, and I'm still using it even if she knows her colors and shapes. You know, I teach her patterns with that, and I teach her counting with these. So it's like endless possibilities you have with this and this toy, and I have created separate video for that. Then please do have a look on you know, how to use effectively your blocks to, and give them additional time, you know, in using it. So in addition to the blocks, you can also do some exercises with these pom-poms. These are really good. So first, when we have initially started, I have asked her, I was trying to put all of these in a box, and I was asking her to pick these from her hands and then, you know, sort it on the basis of the colors. Initially when we have done it, I was also having some motor skill activities for her just to place that in a box, and then I used to color code it, okay, which one will go on which box. Then we have eventually, you know, started doing it, sorting on the tray itself with the pom-poms. So I used to give her this, and then in addition to that, this colored sticks also helped me a lot to register. So she was like crazy. Like these will also help a lot, you know, in registering the colors with the child. And then you can have a box where you just create a hole inside and then place these you know, ask them to place depending. Initially I have done it like just like that for a fun, for the motor skills, and then she can do it like on the basis of the color. So you can use the color tapes, and then a box is like a formula milk or so. So put the holes of the different colors and then put a tape on that just to specify which color it is, and then give them in all of these, and then she'll be able to put that in the small holes. So this is also the activities which you can do, and we can reuse again and again depending on our purpose. So these are like few of the things which I am using still now, even for you know, many other things like counting. And so my daughter has learned counting with these and some other blocks like this. Yeah. So yeah, so this is pretty much I have to discuss like how to teach colors to your children. I have other videos of how to teach shapes, alphabets and numbers, and even tracing, and other videos which you might be interested on. So please do have a look on my other videos for teaching your children effectively right from the early learning ages. Hope you have liked my video. If you have liked it, then please give me a thumbs up, and also please don't forget to subscribe to my channel for any more updates. Till then, stay blessed, enjoy the little things with your baby. Take care. Bye bye.